Hey, welcome back, folks. Trooper Bear here with you. We're going to have a look at Ball X Pit, or Ball Pit if you prefer. This one came out in October. It's by Kenny Soon and Friends, and then published by Devolver Digital. And if it's published by Devolver, you know it's going to be at least a little weird in the good way. So, basically, this is it came out in October to like a very positive reception. The notion is you're a city like Balbalon, I think it is, got basically wiped off the map, and you're step by step rebuilding it. And it's gonna be kind of a ball breaking. Or not, like, yeah, it's like, I'll show you. I've been working on this offline because I wanted to just try it for myself, but I also wanted to just show it off in case people haven't seen Ball X Pit. So it's part, it's part like some Peglin kind of, also like some light city building elements here. So you go through runs, and then in between each run, you got your little city here. Let me remind myself what I was doing. Right, yeah. So we're upgrading our market. Yeah. So when you're doing runs, you get gold as well as progression, and you can unlock new buildings through blueprints. And then in here in your city, you can get wood and wheat and stone. Where's my stone? There's my stone. And then you use those materials, you see, like, to upgrade buildings. Like some of these buildings, they give you better scaling for your character's stats. Some of them will they'll unlock new characters. But again, they in keeping with the game, in order to do your harvest, you click over here on the harvest icon, and then all your characters muster here, and it's a little pinball venue here. So, and they will bounce wherever they can go. So it does help, like we've done here, to constrict the area a little bit. There we go. And the nice thing is, once they're going, you can right-click to speed things up. So you don't have to sit there and watch the whole thing. So let's take a quick look through here, see if there's any buildings we can upgrade. Because a lot of them, they'll come in a basic form, and then you can upgrade them to either get better scaling or to get more rewards. So we leveled up our market here. So the exchange rate we get for our wheat, wood, and stone is better. Now they do have a nice feature where you can hold down tab to see which buildings are upgradable. Currently none, which tells me time to go on another run. So let's see what a run looks like. So when you start out, you just have this one character here, the warrior. And they got nothing special, and they start with when you check a series of balls, they got the bleed ball. Every character has their own specialty. And the nice thing, so every so often, some of them have this little icon here. So if you take this character out, you get bonus gold. So like this guy here, and everyone will have certain characteristics. So like the itchy finger, I know the kerning on that isn't exactly great, but yeah. So basically, this guy, his aim is scattered, but he shoots faster. This one has they deal more damage every time they bounce. This is actually a twofer of the couple. This guy, the cogitator is one of the wackier ones. It says automatically chooses. So you don't get to choose. You play the character, but the computer, like the cogitator actually chooses which upgrades you take. So it has a build in mind. You just have to keep it alive to make it happen. Let's take out. Yeah, let's take the makeshift Sisyphus here. So balls don't deal direct hit damage, but you got a quadruple the AOE and status effect damage. So like earthquake, lightning, poison, lasers, stuff like that. So let's grab the makeshift Sisyphus. It'll tell you like which levels you've cleared. We haven't done the desert level on this fella, so we'll go and do that. So you start here, and like the notion is like there's your city, and the city's up here, and then here's your lift, and then you're taking it down progressively deeper and deeper and deeper. And we've just unlocked the fungal forest, and there's more blueprints here. Ideally, what I want to get every character to clear every level, because there are certain small statues where you get a global stat buff to with every character that clears the associated level. So here, we got our desert trophy. Yeah, so we get 0.1% crit hit chance for every character we completed the desert with. And then there's also a faster version where you get extra bonus on top of that. And the faster version is like so fast. So the regular run length is 15 minutes. Fast takes it down to 12. But let's just try out the normal length for now. There we go. Yeah. So and this is the basic setup here, where unlike Peglin where we were attacking from the top down, now we're here we're working from the bottom up. And you keep sending out balls. Now, and those little gems right there, those are XP. You pick them up, and then every time you fill the meter, you get you can choose upgrades for your balls, where you get new balls or upgrade your balls, and then you also have the little tools, little utilities like that right there, or like passive abilities. So balls start off 70% speed, but they increase. And the speed of the ball gives them extra damage, but with this character, we're not doing direct damage, so that's actually not useful for us. We'll take light. I don't think that does any damage on its own, but it does blind enemies, make it harder for them to hit us, and we will be doing things with that in the not too distant future. Because you can combine balls, and then you combine balls, and then you get brand new higher tier abilities. Let's see. So we can upgrade our earthquake ball, and that's just blind length. And we'll take more damage for now. I said, see, so the danger here is if these enemies actually reach the bottom of the screen, they'll physically attack us. And then that red, the little red thing in the bottom left is our health meter. And we take enough hits, we die. So we can level that up. We get the laser. The laser, that's because they either all do damage all the enemies in a row or in a column. Okay, and so every so often we'll get one of these little fusion reactors. And these are how you either fuse balls or evolve them. We don't have anything that can evolve right now, so we'll just take some free levels. Yeah, and it's random. how many levels you get, which sometimes you roll really poorly and you only get a single level, which is annoying because there's only so many of these, so many of those fusion upgrades per level, like that. Okay, so we could go with, we can take poison, and the nice thing, so it'll tell you there, once you've unlocked synergies, it's like, okay, so if you take your poison ball and you merge it with the earthquake ball, you get a swamp, or you can merge it with a laser and you get like a radiation beam. Those are all pretty handy. We can do that, or we can take the fleet feet. I think let's just go here. Let's take this, and we'll start working toward, we'll build out our balls, and then we'll start working toward that, because that swamp upgrade is pretty good. Okay, oh, here we go. I was going to take that, but this, the magic staff, is particularly good with our Sisyphus. We're already getting a quadruple, a 4x multiplier to AoE damage, and this is just even more. It's good as long as you have balls that do AoE, but like this guy in particular it's right in his sweet spot. There we go. Yeah, lots of numbers, lots of big numbers. That's what we like to see. No, we did pick up a little wood there too. Every so often, the game will throw like your building resources in as part of the run. Yeah, I guess we'll upgrade the poison. There's nothing we can really merge here yet, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll just have to take the levels. Yeah, so once the balls hit level 3, they can be evolved or fused. But I don't think that's in our interest right now. We'll just take the levels. There we go. So now, the next fusion reactor we get, we'll have a lot more options. Okay, and now see we get the. If you look at the right, so that meter on the right, that's an indicator of how far along we are in the run. And so you see the exclamation marks there, those are the mini bosses. And as you can see, they're quite large and quite chunky. That's, we got this. So we are poisoning enemies, but it's a 10% chance to come back. And, I don't know if that's great. Yeah, let's get our AoE damage even higher. There we go. Yeah, gimme. Okay, so yeah, there's no levels because everything's maxed out, so the game will just give you gold. You can fuse any number, but here we go. So we can fuse earthquake and poison and get swamp. Leaves behind tar blobs. They do damage, they're slowed, and they get poison. That's a lot of value. Or we got a radiation beam. Or if you see one that's got like this yellow and black indicator here, that tells you you haven't unlocked that yet. So that's a new evolution, and the game won't actually show you until you unlock it the first time. Excuse me, but for the purposes of the run, we're gonna go swamp. And now these can be, let's see, destroy units when you hit from close range. None of these are great. So you don't start off with banishes, but there's a building that'll give you banishes. Or we can just reroll. It starts off only 5 gold, but it does get increasingly more expensive. Let's see. I think we'll just we'll upgrade the swamp for now. Oh, we got another one. So we can max out swamp, or we can grab another poison, make that radiation beam. Or the vampire sword. Each kill hits you by 5. Each shot you take, he deals 2 damage. That's not great for us. Yeah, we'll go more poison. And as you see in this level, there the enemies like can poison you as well. But thankfully, it's not the bother that it is in like Hades. There you go. So you see those little. Let's see if I can point them out when they next come by. Yeah, see the little blob right there? Those are our swamp. And then those will... Did that pass through? Yeah, oh, enemies who walk into tar blobs. Okay, yeah, so... Yes, they just chug along on their own. Okay, I see that. I would like to, if at all possible, get another level before that goes away. There we go. Because now I can grab this and then run back. And we'll take the evolution. Yeah, I think I'll take the radiation beam. So if I stack a radiation, it basically works like poison. But that's for 15 seconds. That causes them to take more damage from all sources per stack. And also, it just looks really cool. And so, when you do merge against you're merging 2 balls into 1, so you don't have as many balls out in play when you do that, but the trade-off is obviously effects like that. Now, can I get another level before we... Oh, careful. There we go. Okay. Ooh, yes, here's what we wanted. Yeah, so I was holding out for fire. So if you combine fire with sun, or fire with light, you get sun. So... And the sun has it's global, like, so it hits every enemy on screen. Okay, only 2 levels there. Not ideal, but oh well. But in the meantime, burn is also it's a status effect, so we get the extra damage from that with the Sisyphus character. Now, I didn't want that quite yet. All right. Yeah, so like you get the you get the fusion reactors from the mini bosses reliably, but along the way you might also get them from just like random enemies, and then when that happens, sometimes they can take you by surprise, and you get them when you might not necessarily want them. Anyway, so now we're going to lean into this, see if we can just start stacking all of our various status effects on. Yeah, well, it's a 2 for. There we go. We'll just try to roll through that. Archers, healers. I don't like any of those. There we go. Yeah, so movement speed and move at full speed while shooting. Yeah, so normally when you're shooting, you slow down a bit, but this will help. This will help mitigate that. If you know, so if you see the crosshairs there, that is how we aim. There we go. Yeah. So son, blind all enemies in view and add a stack of burn every second. That's pretty darn good. So now we have a couple. We got 3 evolved balls. So we can't. There's no other evolving we can do unless we fuse some of these together. But yeah, none of them are particularly. None of them are particularly useful fusions. I think I might go for ice. And then I might fuse the fuse freeze with sun, so all the enemies get blinded and frozen. If it works the way I think it does. Yeah, so yeah, we're in good shape so far. Oh, see, I didn't necessarily want to do that. But that's fine. You do have a slight a gathering range. So it's not that big, but it can be hard to tell when you're close enough to gather one of those little fusions. But it's fine. It's fine. Being able to level up. You level up when you want to. You have that option in the settings, but you can't opt out of the fusion reactors. Once you got them, you got to use them. It's not like a game breaking. It's just a minor annoyance, we might say. Okay. Can I merge? Fuse sun and freeze. Now, my hope is the way it works. When sun hits and then blinds everyone in view, it'll also freeze them. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Area effects from sun also inflicts status effects from freeze. Perfect. And now we got space. We can do even more poison, or we'll take ball launch speed just to get the. We'll fill in a utility slot, and there's also a potential upgrade there. It's a little tight. Yeah, we might not get that. We're pretty close to the end of that meter on the right, and thus the final boss for the level. We need to upgrade the feather twice. It might happen. But if it doesn't, it's not going to be the end of the world. Oh, okay. Well, do we care about that, or we? Okay, no. This we definitely don't want because we can't do any direct damage. So I'm going to say no. Let's just re-roll that. We can't upgrade the feather, or we can get even more damage. Ooh, or we're rocking the sun. We can take the silver blindfold and get an extra 20% crit chance of hitting blinded enemies, and they're all going to be blinded. So that's just more crit chance. Let's do it. Although I notice There aren't a lot of enemies that are showing. Yeah, they're all blind, but they're not all slowed, I don't think. So, yeah, that fusion might not be working the way I thought it would. I mean, again, you have to experiment a little, just to see what synergies work and which ones don't, or it's like which ones work with which characters, because some of their abilities are actually that would be a negative synergy. Are we? Yeah, we're not getting that. No, see, you don't. Fine. Yeah, I think we're pretty well locked in at this point. We're just gilding the lily. We only have 3 balls instead of 4, but they're 3 good balls. Okay, here we go. Now the boss comes in, and unfortunately, you can see that it kind of just wrecks its own compatriots there. And you see, so the meter on the right turns into the boss's health bar. All right, and now the bullet hell part of the game comes in. And yeah, with the status effects, because you see, it's taken multiple of our tar balls. And even if we're not hitting it regularly, you see, it's already down past half health. So we're in okay shape. We just got to avoid the lasers and then keep stacking those dots. Yeah, these parts are the other bits where the extra movement speed really does come in handy. There we go. Yeah, sometimes the hit boxes on like those little projectiles, they can be a little fiddly. There we go. Just keep piling on. It might have some more ads, but I think we're good. Although you notice that the boss is not blinded, so it probably just can't be. There we are. We certainly hit it enough. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the run was running for 15 minutes. That took 21, so it's not overwhelming, but. And so when you do clear it, so your characters will gain XP and level up. And these scalings, they all start at E. You see, we've been progressing enough to where now we got A's and B's. Is there S? I'm not sure. And they'll pick up certain little stat ups. Okay, and so housing. Yeah, so sometimes their houses will have abilities. So any boulders near the SSS's building, they'll regrow faster. There we go. So then we get the crit chance bonus increased. So we got gold, a little smattering of resources. And the nice thing is they will tell you the DPS after each run. So our radiation beam did pretty well. The swamp did even more. Our frozen sun. Well, it did a lot, but it did less than the actual sun. And then the freeze did absolutely nothing. Oh, it did no damage on its own, but frozen enemies receive 25% more damage. So it's still, still good. And you have the option to do a quick retry if you want to. You probably usually don't want to do that, because as you can see, you come back and then you have the opportunity to to harvest and upgrade and whatnot. So let's go through this. So you get your options. You can expand your territory. I think you start with something like 1 square. We're up to 6. And you can continue to do that, although it does get more expensive as you go. You can freely rearrange. It doesn't cost you anything. Move about all you like. There's your harvest. You got the indicator tells you it's ready to go. And that's the play. And you also so you got your buildings to build. You got your economics, your economy buildings, your wheat, your wood, your stone, and you can build these, and you can have the characters, as I said, like harvest every few minutes, or when it's bounced on. But the drawback there is if you have a character in there, they are not available for the harvest, the little bounce-a-thon. And there's a bunch. There's warfare buildings, and then housing. Housing is for new characters. These are buildings for stats and scaling. Now it tells me we actually have a couple things we can upgrade. So we can upgrade the watchtower, and that makes our harvest clock even longer. That's not bad. Or we can upgrade the wheelwright and get even better scaling. That's going to take 125 wheat, 25 stone. That's going to take 75 wheat and 60 wood. Yeah, we don't quite have enough wheat to make that happen. Or at least not yet. I'd say let's take the cheaper upgrade. Yeah, we'll upgrade the watchtower. Now, spending the resources is only one part of the upgrade. You also, you gotta bounce workers off it to complete the upgrade. So we're just gonna take that, and we're gonna move the watchtower over here. The console is maxed out, so we'll just put the market there. There. Yeah, so we're 9 wheat short. Okay. What would buying 10 wheat cost me? 180. Oh, perfect. Let's just do that. Oh, and now I'm short cash. Whoops. That's fine. And let's do a harvest. Right, so if you can see there, so it's giving it's telling me they're going to bounce off of that. So I'm just going to have everyone bounce off the watchtower. There we go. Easily done. So now the harvest clock is going to be even longer. And yeah, so after the next run, we'll be able to upgrade the wheelwright. Although I guess in retrospect, yeah, I should have just done the harvest, and then I would have had the wheat and wouldn't have to buy it. Anyway, it's fine. We're not in a rush. Now, every character all of our characters here have cleared the desert. So now you can keep playing through previous levels and level up characters, but if you want new buildings and new characters, we're going to have to move on. So yeah, let's take our shade here because he's got the bonus money, and let's go to the the fungal forest. And it's not the little diagram actually tells you who has completed which level. So we'll jump in, and this is the first time we've been in here, so we should have a good shot at unlocking some new stuff. Now with the shade, you know, their kind of quirk is it's all about like backstabs. So you see rather than us shooting from the front, we're bringing it from the back. So we got our dark ball. Yeah, so it's deals a good amount of damage, but it destroys itself after hitting it, and it has a cooldown. That's not necessarily good for us. So we want some balls to complement that. Oh, I should say, so we do have the encyclopedia that comes with, tells you which balls you've unlocked, which evolutions you've seen, but also it kind of teases you that there are more you haven't. And the nice thing is, so it gives you like the base stats, but also if you scroll down here, so it said we know. So these are what you need to get these evolutions. But also tells you, hey, there's also more out there. So we can level up the dark ball. We can bring in the poison or burn. I'm not 100% sure what we're looking for as far as a build goes yet, because it helps to, like, you know, mold your run off of, you know, whatever RNG you get each time, because you're not always going to get certain things. Like, you can banish a little bit, but it's difficult to, like, you only get, like, I think they got like maximum 3 banishes. So there's a little bit of shaping you can do, but also there's a lot of RNG involved. Okay, I think for now, yeah, the radiation beam served us very well last time, so let's give that a shot here, and then we'll see if we can also find something good to merge with our dark ball. I don't think earthquake is it. Oh yeah, there's the other thing, these daggers, they give you a certain amount of crit chance when you're hitting from a specific side. The one that from the back would be ideal. I think there is also an evolution if you get, there's like from the left, right, front, and back. If you get them all, obviously there's an evolution, which is great, but the problem is it takes up all your passive slots. Yeah. So if we take the bleed, we could put combo the bleed with dark to get sacrifice. I remind myself, what is that? Applies 4 stacks of bleed and applies curse. Curse negative dealt damage after being hit 5 times. You know, I don't hate that. Let's try that. Okay. And that is good. If you see the little pink or the little purple Wi-Fi sign, I think that's telling us that those enemies are being hurried along. Wow, 1 level. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, so there's some enemies that'll accelerate. Yeah, that one right there. So any enemies in its column will be hastened along. And they're gonna get to the bottom faster and then hit potentially, harm us. So we level that up. Fire rate. Is fire rate useful here? Not as useful as just more damage. At least I don't think so. I know I'm still trying to work through some of the synergies myself, so I could be wrong. There we go. Let's see. So level that up. We have increased crit chance within the same column. Now there's. Hang on. Oh yeah, you have entries for their passive. You also have entries for the bestiary. And then you got your overall stats. Let's see. Is there? Okay, there is an evolution for this. In the same column. You know what? Sure. Yeah, 1 out of 5, we got 2. Well, 2's better than 1, but not by much. Yeah, so if we're in the column here, then whatever enemy we're shooting at, we got that extra crit chance. So, presumably it must combo with something else that gives crit chance. Because that is the way those evolutions usually work. So, with the way they're shaped, gosh dang it, well, it's fine. Yeah, so ideally we pick a column and then stand there, and then let the balls just do the conga line behind them. Okay, here's our first mini boss. Looks like it does some artillery damage. Okay, special ball, decrease damage. No, we'll just upgrade the dark ball. Ooh! Oh, we smoked that thing. I barely had time to get a good look at it. And yeah, so if you clear the screen of all enemies, you will get a little gold bonus, which is nice. Okay, yeah, this is a little concerning. Actually, it's very concerning. And this is the problem with having all your balls come in from the back. Ooh, Matchmaker allows you to bring 2 characters into a run, combining their abilities. Nice. Oh, there it is. Deadeye Amulet. Oh. Do I want that or do I want to upgrade the ball? No, let's get that synergy going. Potentially. Okay, yeah, we're kind of struggling here because our balls are getting caught in the back. And so these enemies up here have this free reign, and that's on me. I need to be better about dealing with that. Okay, this is not ideal. We're kind of hurting here. I mean, we could take the healers. Every 7 to 12 rows, spawn a healer, which heals you 10 health per minute it's on. That's not great. Yeah, but it's something, I suppose. Now, it gets in our way too here, as you can see. Okay, but we're... There we go, there's a little heal. Not a massive one, but every little bit helps. Evolution. Oh, right. Oh, right, sacrifice. Do we want that? Let's see. Oh, or we can get that. Crit hit has a 5% chance to instantly kill enemies. You know what? Sure. We'll take the Gracious Impaler. There's a name. And see, that increases it to 8%, or... Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, getting a little hectic here. The artillery in particular is going to be an issue. But we are getting some instant kills, which is nice to see. Okay, 8% or... Now let's just try to kill everything faster. The healers are nice, but they're going to be an add rather than an actual important part of this build. There we go. Yeah, we're... Well, yeah, it's a new zone, so we can't exactly expect to dominate. It is a little concerning how much of a struggle this is. Also, the fact that the mini bosses right here, and if it gets down here, unlike the other enemies, if it comes down to the bottom of the screen, it'll just keep hitting you. There we go. Oh man, we just got away with that. We got to move it for the jeweler, increase starter ball level to 2. Ooh. This is actually really good, because then that's one less upgrade we need to spend, well, I guess with our starter ball. Except disease, and has 50% chance at passive spreading. You know, we'll do that. But yeah, I think if I had, I might want to invest in a ball that actually passes through enemies, because we're struggling. We're getting overwhelmed at the moment, and that's only going to get worse. We're getting some health back. The game is being generous with the old health drops, but it's those are only going to sustain us for so long. Come on. Okay, we get that big sucker there that's playing a blocker. Yeah, we're not killing things fast enough. They're starting to stack up. Yeah, we're pretty well toast. Let's just grab the gold we can before we're. Yeah, there we go. Well, not ideal, but we did level up, and we got a couple blueprints. Yeah, the dark ball did next to nothing. Yeah, the baby balls were second only to the radiation beam. Alright. So, new stuff to build. So, we're short on wheat. Well, not by much. So we can build a jeweler. That's a big one. And also, decently sized. And then we need, what do we need? I need 19 wheat. It'll also be all of our wood, but that's fine. Go to our market. Oh, hang on. How much money is that going to be? None. Okay, good. I almost caught myself doing the same thing as last time. So, wheat, 1, 2. There we go. Yeah, no new characters yet. But we'll do some rearranging, and then we'll go bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Take the bank over there. Market. Jeweler. And then where? Oh, the matchmaker. Yes. Matchmaker. Matchmaker. Make us a match. I'm going to move that over there. Twist. There we are. Also, hey, okay-ish. Welcome in. Good to see you. How's things? Hope your weekend's going well. We're just doing a little variety day today, showing off some... We played a couple demos earlier, and now we're just checking out Ball Pit, or Ball X Pit, if you like. It's one of the new hotness. Well, I say the new hotness among indie games, as though we're lacking in any of that this year. Between Blueprints, Silksong, Hades 2, Look Outside. Yeah, the Ball Pit got a lot of attention, and good attention. These things is not all what you thought it would be. Well, yeah, it's hard to tell from Ball X Pit. What is it? Hard to tell. But yeah, so it's like part. I don't want to say like pachinko, but it's like a kind of like partly Peglin, part. The city builder's not a big part, but it is an important part. And we harvest by doing this. That's how we harvest, and that is also how we build stuff. Okay. Oh, we got our matchmaker up. That's good. And how? Oh, okay. Wow, we need another 30 bounces off that bad boy. Ooh. Yeah, so you upgrade buildings. Well, first you pay for the materials, then you gotta bounce all your characters off it. I guess to do construction. There's nothing we can upgrade right now. Check. Yeah, we're way short on wheat for the wheelwright. That's all fine. We can upgrade the university, but we need more wood. Yeah, we're especially at where we are right now. We're gonna be perpetually resource, not resource locked, but resource constrained. Well, you can upgrade matchmaker. Oh, secondary characters ball starts at level 2. Ooh. Oh, that is nice. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so... Yeah, let's head back. So we can go with the embedded ball. Oh, here we go. Balls always pierce enemies. We were talking about having issues with, getting... Yeah, we're having balls get caught and not coming back to us. The embedded will take care of that. Yeah, so their balls will always pass through enemies. Now, you don't always want that, but I think in this instance it might be good. Oh! We got partners, right! We're waiting on the jeweler. Yeah, presumably the is it the they both get the XP? I hope so. Okay, yeah, this is actually gonna be real good for leveling up characters and yeah, combining bonuses. So balls pass through. So who would be good? Well, so we get the embedded with poison. We can go with the makeshift Sisyphus with earthquake. So no baby balls, but the boost to AOE and status effects. So we got poison, we got earthquake, and we can focus on those other ones. Plus he's level 7. Yeah, the repent is level 6. Yeah, but they deal each time they bounce. We don't necessarily want that. Yeah, we'll go with the Sisyphus. There we go. Yeah. So we're gonna look for AOE and status effects, and we're gonna send them to the forest. Alrighty. Oh yeah, and we haven't seen it here, but you have to clear levels with you got to clear levels with with a certain number of characters, and then which each character that newly clears a level, you get gears, and then those gears will they let you upgrade the lift and then access new levels. Let's see, dodge. More Daka or more faster? I want to say more damage for now. Now, so since we have the Sisyphus guy here, we don't get any of the baby balls. The baby balls are just like those the little small ones that were getting shot out. They're additional damage. You can build around those if you want, but not every character does well with them. So we could go Ghost, which already passes through enemies. You could turn that into Virus. Actually, see, does Ghost do damage? Ghost does not. No, it does damage. Or if it doesn't, we can upgrade it with, or we can merge it with the Poison Ball, and then get. Get that virus, and then spread disease to all of the sundry. Laser? I don't think so. No, I want to, or do we? Maybe we don't. Let's try again. Okay, yeah, we'll just take the movement speed, I suppose. Not ideal, but it's early. There we go, there's a good roll. Yeah, it's partly confirmation bias, but it does seem like, especially early on, you get the 1 through 5 potential levels on those, and it seems you get the 1 way more often than you get the 5. Dark for... What does that do? Phantom. So curses them, and after being hit 5 times, they take a big chunk of damage. So we merge Dark and Ghost to get Phantom, and then do we go Poison and Earth for Swamp? Not sure. Now, I guess, yeah, Curse would work better in a build that had baby balls. Like, it just when it gets hit 5 times, or it takes yeah, when it gets 5 times by any balls, that hits the that's what moves the curse meter along. Unfortunately, that's not going to be an option here. Ah, I didn't want that. Okay, that's what we're used to getting. There we go. Okay, so there's one evolvable ball. Evolvable ball? Evolvable ball? Ah, I did not want that, but we got surprised. That's fine. So is this a world builder meets strategy? Kind of. So it's like a it's partly like a ball breaking game. Like actually I know is a term also. It's like a I mentioned like Peglin, or if you're of a certain age, if you remember Arkanoid. It has a it's kind of like that. Yeah, so it's mostly this. Like the idea is like your city ball Ballon has fallen to some malevolent force, and then so you're taking that lift we saw, further down, and then trying find that force, defeat it, and then restore Ball Ballon. And part of that restoration is the city builder that we're doing up top. Oh heck. We're already full up on those. I guess the pressure valve's okay. Yeah, so this right here is the downside of having balls pass through enemies, is that you gotta wait. You're gonna be waiting the maximum time for them to come back, and then if anything gets through, then you're gonna have a hard time dealing with it. I don't. There, that'll help. That is a lot of loud noises all of a sudden. Okay, extra AoE or extra boom. Let's take the extra AoE. There we go. Okay, now that we got we got the little spinny things, and we got our balls to level 3, so we can evolve. So what do we want? So we can go Virus or Phantom, or we can get Swamp. Okay, I might actually go for Virus, because that it's AoE, and it's a chance to pass to other enemies. So we're gonna have to find something to do with our Dark Ball or our Earthquake Ball. I feel like we can do that. Oh, dang it. We're in the same spot we were last run. Yeah, shit. It's got hard all of a sudden. Okay. Oh, so it looks like the secondary character doesn't get as much XP. Yeah, see, that was... Yeah, that all just didn't work out. Well, shucks. Okay, and we didn't even get any new blueprints, which is annoying. Anyway, let's... Yeah, so we'll harvest again. Nothing we can upgrade. Nothing we can upgrade. Cool. right. Well, hey, it's a new zone. We're working on stuff. It's all right. We'll make it work. Oh, for Pete's sake. All right, we're 7 short. That's all right though. Once it's done, it'll be well worth the effort. Now we could rush it. If so, there's a building we got where you can pay more, and you can rather than having to do a run, you can harvest right away. And you know what? We have the money. Let's do it, because that's gonna basically save us. Yeah, it'll basically 1 free upgrade per run. There we go. We barely harvested anything, but we finished the jeweler. Oh, and we can upgrade it right now. Well, heck. So what does that do? Increase the starter ball to level 3. Ooh. All right, we're getting the good stuff. Let's go. And it's gonna take another 60 bounces. Okay, yeah, there's no sense rushing that. So let's try again. Well, we got Sisyphus again. Who would we pair him with? So we got no direct damage. He's twice as fast, constantly launches balls. Or oh hey. Maybe we could go Sisyphus with the empty nester, because she has no baby balls and he has no baby balls, but you shoot out multiple instances of one equipped special ball. So we could, if we get a good one, maybe we can try that. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's try Sisyphus and empty nester. And once more into the forest. I would like to get at least 1 clear before we wrap up tonight. There you go. Oh, so you can see we're now we're shooting out multiple of our earthquake balls, and they're doing some work. Okay, I think we got a good combo here. And yes, absolutely magic staff. That is a I don't even have to think about that one. Okay. But yeah, I'm doing all right, okay-ish, and yeah, I hope your stream went well last night. It was a usual, nice, nice and quiet Saturday. You get some grocery shopping done, little bit of admin. I do it. Don't lead a particularly exciting lifestyle. Ooh. Let's see. So we can do Glacier. They do damage over time. Yeah. Or what's that other one? The Wraith. Freezes. Yeah, I don't think about that. But no, I'll definitely take the freeze. Okay, you did. I got some of it done. I got, yeah. There was for whatever reason the pipes in my kitchen are, I don't know if they're backing up or what, but they yeah, the kitchen sink is not draining as much as it should, and it's not great, and it leads to like a lot of standing water and just yuckiness in particular. So I've tried like 3 different brands of like the drain cleaners, like the Liquid Plumber, Drano, and whatever the some local equivalent. I think I finally hit on one that'll do the job consistently. So I didn't check everything off the list, but I did check the most annoying thing off the list, and that's a win, I think. Is it the only game you want less exciting? Yeah, I don't necessarily mind excitement, but in the right doses. Like I don't need like a thrill a minute stuff. Yeah, I'm okay with things being just a touch annoying, just a little, a skoosh. Ooh, oh wow, glacial spike damage. Jeez, look at that. Okay, yeah, they're passing through. Okay, yeah, those, and there's a lot of. Okay, yeah, we're on the glacier fan train. Let's get that maxed out right now. There's not much point in taking that because there's no levels to be had. There we go, and we're sending out so many glaciers. It's absolutely wrecking them. Now, unfortunately, we might have to compromise and take that early. Okay, thanks, game. Thanks a lot. You had the same issue? Yeah, and it's I mean, I don't like say too much bad about the landlord. The landlord is not exactly helpful when it comes to issues like that. So I'm usually it's just something I like to take care of myself, just for get it expedited. Yeah. So this part, this baby. No, we don't have any baby balls. Yeah, this section right here with the bouncing balls and the enemies and your build crafting. This is the majority of the game. Oh, here we go. Yes, finally. Something we can use. And as I said, there's as I've been saying, there's synergies that can be very helpful, and there's lots of experimentation and replay value in that, but I mean, I like the city building, but it's the cherry on top. Whereas this is the sundae. What are we? I kind of want something to go with that. Let's try one reroll. Lightning? Or oh no, here we go. We'll get the vertical, and then we'll get the omni laser. You know what about this? You don't have to. Washing machine is currently broken, though. Well, yeah, that's a pretty essential thing, I dare say. So, yeah, you're absolutely justified in calling every day. Because I mean, what else are you gonna do? Like go down to the creek, wash your laundry there? Probably don't live in that kind of neighborhood. Gosh dang it. So yeah, and again, it's those folks, your management offices or whatever, at least ostensibly, they're there, to help you. You're not just paying them money out of the goodness of your heart. You're supposed to get some sort of service out of them. So absolutely, make them deliver. Excuse me. Hey, Pickle Lil, welcome in. Oh, can we just go? Well, you're gonna lurk while you clean? No worries. We were just talking about cleaning, so it would be very much on brand. Okay, evolution. Let's make ourselves the holy laser. So we do row and column damage. Yeah, there we go. And the nice thing is, so the laser counts as AoE, so it does get the boost from the magic staff and from Sisyphus, as I understand it. Now, what would be really sexy is if I could get another status effect and then fuse that with the holy laser. You're gonna call him right now? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, Okayish. You've got that. Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, I mean you've got an adorable lurking emote as well, so absolutely use that. What can we fuse? Ghost and Glacier? That would be worthless. All right, well that was a waste of a reactor, but all right, whatever. Ooh. Do we want that? Do we want the backstab? Oh no, we don't, because that's direct damage, and Sisyphus doesn't do direct damage. All right, yeah, we'll take the poison ball. Nice. Right, we gotta watch out. These glaciers are doing like 4 digits of damage. It is pretty sweet. Now, well, what we could do, we could probably do some extra fire rate if we can get our hands on that. There we are. Ooh, blueprint. Roadkeeper, increase movement speed during harvest by 10%. Okay. Not the sexiest thing ever. There we go. All right, we'll take the virus. Ooh. There's an idea. So, see, virus applies 1 stack of disease to units it hits. And then the disease does damage over time and can pass. Could we fuse virus and the holy laser? Get a holy virus? And so that would do disease to everything. So we don't have to worry about that percentage chance. I'm kind of tempted by that. Yeah, I mean, we've survived longer than we have any other run in this zone. But I wonder. I mean, Glacier's doing great things. I don't want to touch Glacier. So apparently they order a new washing machine, they're going to call when it comes, but they have no idea when. Okay, well, I mean, it's not great that you're going to have to wait on it, but at least it's on its way. That's something you can rely on. Not a lot of a thing, but it's something. So, yeah, and I guess in the absence of any update, it's even an incomplete one. It's something. Oh shoot. Well, you know what? Let's try it. I'm gonna merge virus and holy laser. There we go. Okay, so AoE of holy laser also inflicts status effects from virus. Perfect. Oh, I was asking for fire rate. There we go. Alright, well, we are chewing through enemies. That's good. I wouldn't mind an extra ball. Maybe 2. Okay, we do have the boss coming up here. More laser? More fire rate? Yeah, Brood Brother would be direct damage. That's not gonna work for us. You know what? Sure. More laser. Go for it. It's not gonna be much of anything, but it'll be something. Yeah, the combination, spreading those status effects and the little explosions, the enemies get quite thick here, but we're actually holding our own. More? Sure, more. Also, I'm noticing I have to be careful. Like, if we run over those little glaciers, they will go off before they get to the enemies. So that's not great. It means I actually have to pay attention. Imagine. Ooh. Okay, that was a nasty surprise. So we're doing a little, what is it, the Shroom Swarm. So actually it's very helpful that they're all choosing to stand together. So all my balls can do that and absolutely shred them. Yay! So we got the achievement, clear the fungal forest. We got a blueprint, Iron Fortress, unless a new character. Yay! And we do get 2 gears. Yeah, we only need 1 more. And there we go. There's the Shroom Trophy. So gain +1 HP for every character you've completed the Shroom Forest with. Okay, nice. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, the holy virus laser was absolutely wrecking shop. You have 5,000 DPS. Glacier did a lot of damage, but much less DPS. But then again, he has like the one-offs, and then those two were they were late additions. But holy, yeah. 1.2 million damage. Ooh, spicy. Ooh, what do we got? We got Cell splits into a clone on hit 2 times. Ooh, that sounds nice. Russian Onion deal damage to within 2 tiles. Deal damage to enemies versus the into their melee attack range. Return gain a shield to block the next damage. Return for 6 seconds. Okay. Well, I like Cell. That's about it. Okay, but we got a lot of new stuff to build, and well, not a whole lot of space in which to put it. Let's see. Wait, so we need 70 stone. How much do we have? 56. How about you? We can get the Shroom Trophy. Or see, how much would it cost to buy stone? Where'd my market go? I need 14 stone. Ooh, basically all of our money. Okay, well, the new character's gonna have to wait a bit. Shroom Trophy it is. Let's see. No, there was one other thing. Oh, here we go. The Roadkeeper. Is that increases the movement speed during harvests? You know what? I think I want to save my stone. I will build this though. Just move that there. Move you there. Can I move you there? I can. Oh, do I want to move that there, or do I want to move you, and then you, and then you? So smaller space, more chances for that to get hit. It's probably not the most optimal layout, but it's all right. Yeah, it needs some wood. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and harvest now. We might get more resources up in a bit. Wow. We got that about halfway. We actually did very little on that. Oh, we do have more potential upgrades, though. What do we got? Yeah, the wheelwright, we've been waiting on that. The archery range for reload speed, or the exorcist gives us an extra banish. Ooh, it is going to use stone though. That's going to use stone. That's going to use everything but stone. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I want the stone available for... Hang on. Okay, that's just stone. So let's see. I'm going to move you over there. I'm going to move this here. Try to increase our odds of actually doing something with it. You, then you. Actually, I might just do that and then like compress the space even further. Let's see. So you need another 30 bounces. You need 40, and then you need 11. You know what? Just for funsies, we'll go again. We'll see if we can speed things along. Come on, there we go. Okay. At least we completed the Shroom Trophy, so that's going to be an extra, well, an extra 2 HP. But still, it's something. Alright. That's enough of that. So, who are we sending next? Okay, hang on. I know... Yeah, we got some guys with the bonus gold, but I want to show off this guy because there's a few like really interesting characters, like Cogitator here. Kind of plays the game for you. Well, I mean. In that it picks its own upgrades. So who do we send you with? We can send you with anyone. Let's see, you... Yeah, you two have cleared now, so... Need to pick someone... Let's see, you got the laser. Who would go well with a laser? Balls always pierce enemies until they hit a wall? Could do. Balls deal half damage, but we get twice as many. Or we can send this guy. Balls deal 5% more damage each time they bounce. Ooh, we go with the freeze laser too. Let's try that. So we'll go Cogitator and Repentant. And yeah, we're going to send them here. Still 5 blueprints to go. Wow. I assume there's going to be at least one new character as well, beyond the one we need stone to unlock. Oh yeah, we do. We do have. Actually, hang on, can I... Okay, 5% more damage each time they bounce. So yeah, we actually, yeah, we want to be bouncing off walls. And having baby balls will be a big help there. Okay, yeah, so see, but he wants the golden bull? What? Does he think we're broke? Now he wants wind. Yeah, so you can see, so you have no choice when it comes to these upgrades. All you can do is like, you know, keep your characters alive and then keep them alive long enough to see what the hell kind of build they're asking for. But the okay, is he cooking? Hang on, what was that? Balls deal 100% more damage entering the back of the field, otherwise damage is reduced by 20. And we got the golden bowl, so they spawn a bowl with 6, and so they accrue 10 gold per minute, and they attack enemies in the way. Neither of which are ones I would pick, but I don't know. Well, again, maybe the Cogitator knows something I don't. Okay, level up laser. I can support that. Okay, so the damage reduction does go down with upgrades. Okay, so at least we have that. But the balls we're having, like, not a lot of them are hitting the back, so I don't know. I can kind of see if we're going for Blizzard or we're going for Glacier. Maybe Cogitator saw that last run and thought it was a Jim Dandy idea. I don't know. Now, who am I to question the genius of the big thinker guy? Okay, so we might be going for a freeze laser build. I wouldn't be dead set against that. Okay, so yeah, he's doing the big old artillery hits. There we go. But you can see they're really starting to stack up here. All right, man, show me what you got. We're going Blizzard. Okay, I don't mind that. A little pass through, a lot of freezing. I would appreciate just a little bit more time to actually see, or as they read the description of what we're being picked here. But obviously, you know the Cogitator, he's, his brain's just moving too fast for me. Dark. Okay. I'm curious where this is going. So fused dark laser? Alright, we're getting a little tight. We can use some of that XP. There we go. Wait, that? Alright. What are we fusing? Blizzard and Earth. Hang on. Hang the heck on. So freezes enemies and does damage to nearby units. All right, buddy, if you say so. Yeah, I think things are getting tight here. I would really feel more comfortable if we with some mob clearing abilities, but I guess our guy knows what he's doing. Question mark? Oh, here we go. We got the iron ball, so maybe go for a shuriken build. Yeah, it seems like it's I wonder if it's prioritizing the repentance ability to, it's like when the balls hit the back of the field, they do extra damage on the way back. Maybe that's it. Okay, see if we can grab a level before we get the reactor there. There we go. Ooh, Abby. Increase XP gain by 5%. Uses stone, but still, extra XP gain pretty spicy. And yeah, we're going for the shuriken. I suppose it kind of makes sense. Yeah, we're taking more damage than I'm probably comfortable with. But again, that's on me. You know, that's the part that I control. I gotta leave the thinking to the smart guy. And bleed? Well, I suppose bleed is just a nice to have. Yeah, unless we're gonna fuse the laser and the bleed, which maybe, I don't know. Alright, well, oh, okay, crit from the front. That I will heartily endorse. I don't know how much we're going to get it upgraded, but wait, fusing the hang on just a damn minute. So does it backstab every enemy in the same column? I mean, it's cool if it does, but also weird synergy given we got the extra crit chance from hitting from the front. All right, if you say so, brother. I'm mostly just along for the ride here. Oh no, you don't. None of you push me. I am trying to pick out those purple ones that are pushing them along, but also the big purple mouths that do the artillery. They're also kind of making our life difficult here. Yeah, it's not just the big shonkers. All right, more lasers, I suppose. Is it working? I mean, we're gonna make it to the boss. I guess you can't accuse the build of not working. I'm kind of not 100% sure like what the actual build is, but hey. Okay, more crit chance, sure. And yeah, the boss is... I appreciate the way the boss decides to just group up every so often. Yeah, these mobs might be annoying, but... you know, they're not that much of the actual encounter. Really? Really? I was thinking that one guy left, and he gets to cast that all those ads. Anyway, move to the casino. Reduce level up reload cost by 20%. Oh. And we can upgrade the pit. Yay! And we didn't even take all 15 minutes. Each harvest the first 3 workers about the building movement speed. Not thrilled by that. There you go. Okay, so let's see. The assassin laser, not bad. The blizzard earthquake, kind of bad. Yeah, that was a very much a hodgepodge build, but hey, it worked. And working, that's the most important thing. All right, now we got upgrade left from pit left from level 4. Unlocks the gory grasslands. But there's also potentially more building to do. We got the casino and the abbey. The abbey uses stone. I need 3 stone to get the iron fortress. I need 80 to build that and that. That not so much. Let's see. If I wanted, we need 23 stone. That's gonna be a lot of money, but well, hang on. Yeah, let's do a little building first. Let me get 1, 2, 3. We'll build the fortress, which actually isn't all that big. There we go. And yeah, nothing we can upgrade here yet. Let me see. So we... oh, no, but we can build the casino. Duh. Oh, and that is big. Yeah, the space is getting a little tight. There we go. Yeah, that'll constrain our space even more. And then if we get 10 stone, we can build the abbey. Oh, so close. Okay, we finished the jeweler and the casino and the archery range. We're 7 short. Abbey, well, the Abbey is curiously shaped. And we can upgrade the casino for basically all of our money. So are you... Okay, yeah, the jeweler is done, as far as we can see. Let's see, we're short wood and stone there. We're short stone for the wheelwright. We're short everything for the archery range. And the diplomacy hall. And the military academy. The exorcist, we're a little shy, but it's not a big concern. Matchmaker, we need a lot of wheat for that. And the alchemist, okay. You know what? We spend it now or we spend it later. Let's do it. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. You'll go there. And... Ooh, no, we don't want that. Something like that, maybe? I'd like to block this part off here so there's not a bunch of pointless bouncing around. No, it's fine. Okay. Do we... Oh, yeah, we can just afford... We might upgrade the casino. I'd love to get the Abbey. We might even get the Iron Fortress. I do want to see who that new character is. Let's spend the cash. There we go. Do we get it? Ooh, the Shield Bearer. And we finished all the construction. Nice. That's a 40% reduction in reroll cost. You'll love it. And we get a little XP boost there. Nice, super too broke to upgrade anything. We sure are. Although not by much. We could upgrade the Abbey again, but then we're throwing with more money. And we can't afford to reharvest anyway. So let's take a look at the new guy. The front line's first defense holds a large shield that bounces back balls that hit it. Balls deal 100% more damage each time they bounce off the shield. Ooh. That's potentially sexy. Oh, also, where are you? Okay, your house doesn't do anything. That's... Wait. But I've got... Yeah, so the Veterans Hut... So, yeah, houses nearby that get extra XP. Can I squeeze that in there? I can. Nice. Okay, there we are. Okay, yeah, I think we'll leave it there, because it is getting close to quitting time for me. Anyway, and yeah, this was just a fun little variety stream, just to show it off. A couple demos, and Maybe just ball pit. I've been mostly playing ball pit offline because I'm taking Casey Explosion's advice and saying just keep it one game for me. You don't have to like stream every game and show it off, but it's nice to have. Anyway, we're gonna leave it there. So thanks to folks for hanging out. Okay-ish, Pickle Lil. Appreciate you both being here. Sorry. Got off track there. Yeah, thank you, Shaddies. Thank you, Lurkers. YouTube friends, appreciate you being here. Oh, and also thank you to Weedy Potter and Crayley, who followed in between streams on Okay-ish's recommendation, I think. So, big thanks to the both of you. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. More variety. What kind? I don't know. You'll find out when I do, I suppose. Anyway, YouTube friends, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.